Hello everybody, my name is Manues and welcome to another Eternal Tournament. Today we're gonna play the ETS Invitational that I qualified for. I'll show you the deck real quick. I'm playing Chalice control. Some minor changes since the video. We have Runehammer main deck over Backlash, partially to help with the iffy Rakano matchup. And yeah, you can find the deck list and the sideboard as usual underneath the video here. And round 1 I'm up against Paradox on Burn Queen, so let's battle. Need to just make sure, yeah, he's on like very traditional Burn Queen. And this hand is a bit iffy and slow against like Burn Queen type deck, so I think I'm gonna redraw, especially on the draw. Not enough early stuff, first play is turn 3. This is not that much better, but it's a bit better, I guess. Also it can develop better, like if we draw one undepleted power source in the early turns, it's better than the last one because of Desert Marshal. And he doesn't have a 1-drop, so that's really good for us. And yeah, I'll just start with the seed. Doesn't matter which seed really.
Draw, mister.
At that point. This helps. Second blue for wisdom. And we drew a Combrei healer for turn 3, which is great. So things are looking up. Okay, so here I'll just drop the healer.
Listen.
I mean, he might have a rapid shot or something for this, but
That's cute.
alright. This is only mildly annoying with the Desert Marshal, so no big deal. He runs to Suffocate, so he might have a Suffocate for this. But he doesn't, so that's great. Combrei healer seems to do a lot of work here. It's good. Gonna get Justice Swords and do this. And yep, I potentially expect having to jump block if he draws an undepleted power. But he needs to draw one and it needs to be undepleted because he doesn't have one in his hand, otherwise he would have played it last turn. So he's missing a power drop. And yeah, next turn we can go like Wisdom plus Marshal, which is nice. Blow him out a bit. Also we have a potential double block here on the Instigator and so on and so forth. So he doesn't have any like real good moves here. Interesting. So I think this is a very clear block and this is also probably a very clear block. So yeah. I think I'm fine like taking these blocks. It doesn't even have anything to bluff, it seems. Even better. Good silence target for us. Yeah, I think I'd rather go Marshal plus Wisdom here, and then Disciple plus Marshal next turn. Fine.
Think you can escape me?
Gonna silence here. Double block here, I think. He didn't have anything last turn. He drew the power, so he probably doesn't have anything this turn, because the power is what he drew. And yeah, the channel is gonna be our way to like end the game in a couple turns. Like put it away, draw out of the situation enough that he can't really get back into it. Alright, I think Interesting. Actually, I think I'd rather just go for this and make a Scorpion, and then just pass. And then next turn I can Chalice if I want to. And we're already like very close to channel. I think I'm fine with like not marshalling here. There's the channel power. Good. So yeah, I think this is the guy we want to target. This is a great draw. Now make sure we don't get burned out. Yeah, I don't really see him like recovering from this game 1 at this point. That's a decent attempt, but I think the Lumen Defender will do enough to avoid that. Alright, so Lumen Defender, power, draw, and then have like 2 blockers. Oh, hammer is nice. And yeah, next turn we can like hammer and Marshal and Chalice the defender. And it seems like we not even need to gonna be relying on the channel here now that we found the Chalice and stuff and got so many units. But yeah, it's still gonna come in handy, like it's a good way to deal with some unit or put the game away a turn earlier or whatever. That's decent. Yeah, we're just gonna block the bigger one. I don't get why he attacked the way he did, like burned the way he did though. I think he should have like hit the Lumen Defender there. But that's fine. Alright, so just like get rid of this. I think can do this because we have the backup guy, play a power, and just pass. And we even have the hammer. I mean, it's giving us like an extra health, I guess. Now it's getting actually pretty dangerous if he keeps throwing so many like burn spells, so really gotta like find some life gain.
Unleash the storm.
Okay. Doesn't matter what we take. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna attack with this and pass. Try to end the game. Or we die. Because this is getting closer than I would have liked it to be in the beginning, really, so. Okay, so we have lethal if he does block. He is blocking. Right. We're gonna like shoot his face, hope for like a Combrei healer.
Unleash the storm.
It's written right here.
Fine. I mean, the difference between 2 and 3 life is like non-existent. I mean, I guess the guy matters in that it can block a Bandit Queen, which is relevant. Although it would have been better to leave Desert Marshal open actually.
End of the road, friend.
There's our savior. That's what we needed.
Which would you like?
Drop this. The low cast. And like for some cards. And I think just pass. 8 is even safe against all the band spells, so that's good. And he's dead on the backswing. That was a close one. So his sideboard is like Soulfire Drakes, more Bandit Queen, like Suffocate, that's what I expect him to bring in. So what I want here is like, we don't want our harsh rolls because they are not that great. Wanna shave one of these. This is decent, this is good. Then there's like these two. 3 Permafrost. Protect. What else did we want to cut? Wanted to cut at least 1 Seek. And I think 2 Wasps probably. Wasp really isn't that great. That seems pretty good all in all, I think. Yeah, I think that should be fine. This hand is very slow, gonna redraw. This is much better. Double Permafrost, turn to Scribe, and a healer once we find a third in green power. That's pretty good. Like it. Permafrost is really important, really good in this matchup. Not even early action, no 1-drop, no 2-drop. That's how I like my Burn Queen players. But what I don't like is not drawing power. I would even like be happy with a favor. Like favor into Permafrost, into Wisdom, into Permafrost. For example, would be pretty nice. There's a good Permafrost target. At least we get to Permafrost this. But yeah, no power is pretty unfortunate, especially since we basically went up 1 power after sideboard. Replacing 1 Seek with 2 favor. At least we keep getting like good Permafrost targets, so that helps. Don't really think we want to take any unnecessary damage, even though it sort of is very power inefficient, but it's okay. We can go like Ember Acolyte plus Protect next turn potentially. There's the third Permafrost. That's nice. And yeah, I guess we get to keep beating him down for 2 a turn. 1 from his Impending Doom, 1 from our Temple Scribe. That's how it goes. But yeah, really not scared of this matchup post-board much. Like, it's just pretty sweet. And yeah, there's the third Permafrost target. And like, yeah, the Permafrosts are amazing in the matchup. And drawing so many makes up for like our crippling power draw. Yeah, that's not how that's gonna work, my friend. Now he can't even attack. That's incredibly good for us. Alright, I think... just gonna visit him here. Power, that's great. Then we just shut down this. Get in for some more damage. Now we are suddenly the beatdown and this game is over. Dum dum dum. Dum dum. Hammer is great. Boom. Like I said, we are the beatdown. Somebody is really sad right now. Our list is great. I'm loving it. This deck is awesome. Team did a good job. Draw some cards, play this,
Close your eyes.
play this.
Listen.
And yeah. Death by impending doom. Sort of. I mean, it's a very slow impending doom, but it's his impending doom ultimately. It's fine. That means it doesn't kill the Lumen defender, which matters more anyway.
Time heals all. It's written right here.
1,000,001 life. Removal for anything that's actually threatening, and the Chalice to put away the game. Alright, so just gonna do this. Put in. And I think I'd rather do this actually than the Marshal, just because it deals another damage to him. And there's limited targets for this. We have so much life that it really doesn't matter. That's fine. Like, he can't even really attack. I mean, if he does, that's fine. It's good for us. He's like, going to 1.
Close your eyes. Listen.
And dies. Death by impending doom and Argentport Instigator. He never had a chance in this one. Alright. That was quick and decisive. That's it for round 1. Stay tuned for round 2 coming up.